Good early morning at Escambia Lakes, and today blueberries continue to be planted. So we're out here at the oak woods at about 5 o'clock in the morning, and we're raking up oak leaves and all kinds of decomposing wood. There's some sweet gum leaves, there's grape leaves, there's all kinds of leaves. A little bit of some pine right here, but we don't get much pine because this is an oak dominated woods right here. There's just some pines out here in the periphery, and there's a pine there. That's where we're getting the pine leaves. Okay, so we're mainly working under these oaks. We don't want a whole bunch of pine needles. We don't mind pine needles, but we don't want a lot of them because we just love these oak leaves. They're much better for the decomposition. Look at all this dead wood rotting in here. A lot of this wood was knocked down from various storms. Some of it was trimmed and left out here. And I'm just finishing a phase of picking up the bigger pieces that aren't decomposed and moving those deeper into a pile where nature can work on them a little further before we harvest their bounty. Again, anything rotting, decomposing, we love it. It is the source of life, the source of all sustenance and wealth for us out here. Wealth, well, wealth is defined in the eye of the beholder, of course, but we believe that freedom is one of the most important components of wealth, and many of the most quote-unquote wealthiest people in the world don't have freedom. You take anyone who's famous, you can't go through a grocery store checkout line without seeing demeaning images of them on the covers as they grow older, and from younger to older age they continue to attack them and abuse them in any way because they're such public figures, and you can do it to them, right? You can't do it to a private person. People that put themselves in the spotlight have to be able to handle the worst that can come out in the spotlight. Anyways, we're here in the woods. We know it's dark. It's nice and cool. Beautiful morning. It's going to be a warm day. And we just keep grabbing this rotted wood here. All these wood pieces. Anything that crumbles up and it's going to go in the ground right now with these blueberries and continue to decompose and release their wonderful chemical features and compounds and such. The acidic nature of the soil, as we know, is the thing that these blueberries thrive on. I'm trying to say is they like acidic soil. Oh gosh. Okay, so it is early, all right, but you get the point. Anything that's decomposing in the ground in these woods, that's all good stuff. So if it's breaking up like this, we're raking that up. We're putting that in the ground right now. That's all good. It's just if it's a harder, longer piece like that one right there, hey, just throw that in the pile over there. Let that decompose more. Here's a bigger piece here. This one's decomposing, but it's not at the stage to take it and put it in the ground yet. So we'll just break it up and get it in the pile over here. Pile of stuff to stay out here and keep rotting. Alright, so you get the idea. Now that we have a much larger area of the woods floor here for harvesting, we can easily move in and out of here with a rake and pile these leaves onto the trailer. Often we're using wheelbarrows of various sizes to move this material around, but Today we're working at the edge of the woods where we pull right up with a trailer. So anyway, see this stuff here? A lot of great decomposition on this. All the bark coming out there like that. The decomposed bark. Now the stem might not be completely decomposed. That bark is really good stuff there. So that main stem, that branch, go put that in the pile with this piece. You know, this piece needs more decomposition, but I'm stripping the bark off. That's a nice decomposed bark. There's kind of a decomposing stump there. Something that's been hacked off. We also have some fallen decomposed trees over at another perimeter here, and we're going to be going there and getting a whole bunch of rotted wood today. Again, we want these blueberries to be, as they're being transplanted from gallon pots after being in there for like a year. Longer than we intended, but after getting them out of there and breaking up that tight root ball, we want them to get into the ideal environment for growth. And we've got some young pine populated bank where we removed a lot of the young pine but left plenty in there, and it's slightly more sandy and clay soil that packs down a little more. Definitely acidic, but it's not aerated enough, so we're packing a lot of this stuff in there. There's a little bit of sulfur in there, especially since we did throw some lime out there back some time ago. The lime will be okay for some of the other areas out there, but for the blueberry patch there, yeah, we don't want the lime to interact and, you know, cause the alkaline conditions out there to affect the blueberries. So we're making sure to get some sulfur in addition to all this other goodies here. So these goodies here, these continue to acidify the soil as they break down. And there's a lot of gathered pine bark shavings and some smaller fine shavings that are more packaged as potting soil that we've got mixed in there too. So we've got a variety, I just put it that way, a good variety of organic material, and plenty of our own goat poop compost, which is made from a lot of these same organic inputs. That's all getting tilled into the row, and then up more close, packed around the roots as we put the plants in the ground. All right, I'm gonna break out the rake and get to work. So there's a piece of wood. There's a rotted, bigger branch just all crumbling up. Good stuff.